Hello everyone, welcome to the session and please see the screen carefully. Please understand that carefully and ensure that your mic is muted. And also while typing anything, please select the value Shekhar in the chat box and then only type something if you have any questions or queries. So let's proceed and start the session. But before that, we'll try to understand what this session is all about. What is the benefit of attending this session for you? So the benefit of attending this session for you is you will understand one very important foundation topic of Salesforce project, or in fact concept of Salesforce project, and you will understand that how actually we can work on or start building any Salesforce database. Actually, database is something which is foundation of any project, and without database, you also know that you cannot save any data in any technology. So that's the reason in Salesforce also database is important. But how we can create that? Let us see. Or how we can work on that? Let us see. But before we proceed, to just ensure our learning is going to be completely real-time, project-oriented, and you will get an industry-level knowledge, we are going to assume few things. We are going to assume we have no idea what Salesforce is right now. But somehow we got a job in Salesforce, and we got a job in with a client. The project is Indeed.com, and this is the project of third-party staffing company which provides contract jobs that we are going to start from the next session whenever we are going to start regular trainings. And client made the payment to Salesforce company because Salesforce is a paid software and we have to pay the money in advance. That's client's responsibility. Assume that everything is done. And let's go for the meeting with client. And client is online. And client is saying, guys, I need some kind of help from your side. So we are saying, yes, sir, what is the help you can let me know or you can let us know. We can start working on that. So customer say, okay, so guys, first of all, I have made the payment to Salesforce. I got the ID password and I have given that login details to you so that you guys can start working on Salesforce projects. Now I want to give you the first work in the Salesforce project. And the first work what I want is, see, you provide now in Salesforce environment something like this, a screen like this. Customer is saying you provide a screen like this in Salesforce environment where we will be having some fields like this, where me, my junior, my senior, my colleague, everyone can enter the data, and that data should be saved into the database table. So this is something I want right now. We said, okay, sir, and meeting over. And now our face is like this. How to do? Because we don't know anything about Salesforce. So please note, guys, for this kind of situations, you will be given around 10 to 15 various important documentations at the end of the course, which will help you a lot to get lots of idea about the Salesforce projects, various steps you have to follow in your job after getting a job, in which situations, what kind of activities you can do. Various things are there in those documents. The way my previous batch students got the document and took the benefit of that in their job. Similarly, assume that you also got those documents, and now let's try to take the benefit of those documents in our job. So in those documents, you are searching the solutions about this problem. And first of all, you're searching how to create a form in Salesforce. Form means so a page like this where you can have some kind of fields like this. And you have realized that actually that is possible by a concept called as object creation. What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of object? No idea. We don't know anything about that. But yeah, but we found solution that there is something called as object in Salesforce, and that is something important to see. Fine. Okay, no problem. At least we got some direction. Next, you remember what customer said? Customer said he needed a database table. So we are searching how actually we can create a database table in Salesforce. Again, in those documents, we got another solution, and that same answer, object creation. We need to go for object. Okay, again, we got one more direction, that is object only. And third thing, remember that the way for a person like you and me, This is the important option set up in our career. Similarly, for customers, these tabs are very important because whatever they are going to do in the project, entering data, watching data, modifying data, they are going to do by concept called as tab only. So we are trying to see now here how actually we can create a tab for customer because without tab, please note, customers don't work. So for this also we are searching and again we got the solution that also possible by the concept called as object creation. It means this object concept looks very important because every time we are getting the same solution, three problems, one answer. Okay, let's see what exactly this object is now in detail because it's really important. So please note here, I'm going to explain this concept object in just 3 lines to you. I have seen many people while taking interviews, they don't answer the object concept properly in the interview. When I take an interview in the market, not my students, some outside people. But you guys understand these 3 lines carefully and you can confidently answer the interview question. See, I'm going to compare database concept versus Salesforce concept. In database, we have table. In Salesforce, we call object. In database, we call row. In Salesforce, we call record. In database, we call column. In Salesforce, we call field. Now, please note, for example, you have a table like this. In this, the table name is client information. And the columns are customer name, industry, annual revenue. Like this, you are having data. So this entire structure actually is called as table. In Salesforce, we call object. Simple. Next, these things in Salesforce, we call record. Next, these things in Salesforce, we call field. That's all. If you just remember this 3 line, you are very clear with the concept of objects and other things in Salesforce. Now, a common question I mostly face by new guys like you in the industry that Shekhar, this row equal to record is fine, like almost similar word as per English vocabulary. Nothing different actually. It's almost same. Column and field also is like almost same as per English vocabulary. But table and objects, like it's completely different, having no connection. So why we call object? Because in .NET, Java, HTML, PHP, Oracle, SQL, DB2, everywhere we call table only. So why in Salesforce we call object? Such a different word. So one of the possible reasons for this is this. Suppose this is, for example, you, and this is your database table. Suppose you are working in .NET or Java or PHP or Oracle or SQL. Please note, in all these areas, you can definitely work on this table directly. You can make changes. You can do modification. No problem. Whatever you want to do, you can do. But suppose you are working in Salesforce technology. Please note, you cannot work on this directly. You cannot touch it. You cannot change it. You cannot modify it because of the security policy of Salesforce. No matter you are a senior developer, no matter you are a vice president of the company, doesn't matter. Salesforce will not give you the access because of security policy of Salesforce. Then what we do or what we get now, Salesforce says instead of directly working, you work on one intermediate option that's called as object. So you work on this, and behalf of you, I will work on this. This is what Salesforce says. And that's the reason, guys, as we know, we don't work on table directly, we work on object. That's the reason we don't call table in Salesforce, we use the word object only. So please note, here onwards, use the word object only for table. We don't call table in the Salesforce industry. So as you understood the importance of word object, let's see how we can create that. So the process for creating the object is like this. You can go for classic in this way and lightning in this way. But for today, I would like to recommend you to go for classic because you are a beginner level person. And and please note here that in the entire course, we are going to actually see the entire journey in lightning in 85 to 90%. We are going to see lightning things only in our entire course, and 10-15% things we are going to see in classic in our entire course. So this way, you will have idea about both the experience. But right now today you work on classic. So let's follow the path: login, setup, build, create objects, and new. So let us go for that, and let's go to the Salesforce environment. So click on setup as we discussed. Click on setup. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Then go for build. Then go for create. Then after that, go for object. So this is a path. Okay, click on this object. And you can see now here all the tables are present in your list, which is present in your Salesforce. So this list shows you all tables in your Salesforce environment. And now we are going to create our new table. So there is a button called as new custom object. Please click on that. Custom means something that we create in Salesforce. So we are creating this object. That's why it's called as new custom object. Click on that. Now you will see some page like this. Now assume that you are working in .NET, Java, other platforms, and you want to work on this database setup. So what you will do, first of all, you will install the database Oracle SQL by installation file or CD, etc. That process itself very long. In that you have lots of steps. That's also slightly complicated. After all these things, somehow you manage. Then you have to work and connect with the platform, your .NET platform or Java with IDE, then connection string, then working on the command parameters, other stuff, then store procedures, then ensure that you're writing proper query, and finally, once your DML is working okay, then finally you can connect with your database. Please note, lots of difficulties in other technology. What about Salesforce? Just in Salesforce, just enter the data in this page, which a school going kid can also enter, and that's all done. Your table is ready. Connection to table is ready. Everything is ready. So please note, this is one of the reasons why I have seen even non-IT people making very good career in Salesforce, because things are comparatively easier. Many technical things are easily provided by Salesforce, and remaining things, business aspect, we have to look. So that's a big difference between other platform and Salesforce. So let's do one thing. Let's enter the data here now. Now let's start entering the data here. First of all, label. Label means name of the table. Let's ensure we are following the best practice. We are not adding the wrong value or bad practice. So ask customer first of all, what is the purpose of this table? So we are asking customer, we are calling customer, and customer is online. We are saying, sir, why you are creating this table? What is the purpose of this table? Customer is saying, see, my company name is Indeed.com. What my company will do? What is my company's business? We provide third party contract based jobs to various companies. We provide candidates. In this case, now here we are having various branches. We are having various branches, branch 1, branch 2, etc. And people come to our branches and they fill the form, the physical paper form, and they say we are looking for job. They enter their name, last name, address, experience, current package, etc. And we help them to get a job. So like this, we are having thousands of papers in various branches, and now we want to go paperless, and we want to enter everything in a software of Salesforce. And that's the reason I want you guys to create a database. We said, okay, sir, got your point. Thank you. And now, guys, as per the information we got, let's create a name. Let's create a meaningful name, and let's give the meaningful name in this system. So this is how you are going to also work and give a meaningful name to everything in the Salesforce environment. Meanwhile, the person who's getting the message from my side in the chat box, look at the chat box and reply immediately. And now, guys, here I'm going to proceed for this step. So first, let's give a name. Let's give a meaningful name. Like for example, Indeed.com job form, something like this. You can give. Next, after that, plural label. Now, what is the meaning of that? Let me talk about that also. See, we need to give plural format of this name. So how we can give? You know the English language. Copy, paste, and put yes at the end. Okay. So let me talk about that. Sneha, can you check your chat box and reply immediately? Sneha, check your chat box and reply immediately. So next, give here S at the end. Okay. And why we give plural label? Let me tell you something about that. See, first of all, whatever name we are giving here, that name will come here. Okay, that name will come here, plural label. And the reason behind this is, if you remember in your school days, your teacher already taught you that if you have one entity, then it's going to be, you're going to use singular name. And if you're going to have multiple entities, then you're going to have plural name. Okay, so please note, exactly same way here also, one tab of Salesforce will be having hundreds of records or thousands of records, and that's the reason here we use plural name for tab. Okay, as per the English grammar or English format. So now let's do one thing here. Let's go for this plural format, and next let's talk about this. Now, what is this name? Now, this name is actually the internal name of Salesforce, and please note here that this is for not you, not for me, it's for internal purpose. So leave it. So we can skip this name. Next. Now scroll down and see. And by the way, do one thing. As you're a new person, you as of now focus on this page on only red color option. So on this page, only focus on red color option, nothing else. Okay, so whatever red color options are coming, only focus on that. And remaining things, you can skip it. Okay, so please note this point. Just skip remaining things. So now let's see where is the next red color option. So here, if you see, the next red color option is something like this. So after this, directly, this is the red color option. So as of now, you guys work only on red color option, and remaining things you will come to know about this later. But being a beginner level person, only focus on red color as of now. Next, now after this, you can see here, what is this option? Now pay attention. See, suppose this is your table, and let's say in your table you are having columns like name, industry, revenue, etc. So generally we have one more column at the beginning, and that is nothing but serial number. Okay, where we give 1, 2, 3 like this. So Salesforce is asking that, Shekhar, if you want that first column serial number kind of thing, then tell me the column name here. So we can give a column name here, something like, for example, SR number, something like that. Or we can just keep as it is, whatever is the column number. That's also fine. And second option we can select is data type. What kind of data type we want? Text or auto number. So here, please note, what is the meaning of that? Let me tell you. See, first of all, if you select text option, then Salesforce will say that, Shekhar, that first column is not my responsibility. Whatever values are coming in the first column, whatever we are entering, everything is your responsibility. I'm not going to take care of that. I'm not going to even worry about that, whatever values you are adding. So Salesforce will do nothing for the first column. And if you go for auto number, if you go for the auto number, then in this case, please note that Salesforce will be taking care of everything. If you select auto number, Salesforce will ensure that every value is going to be coming as a unique value, and you're automatically changing the value, or no duplicates are coming. Everything will be taken care of by Salesforce. So text, the first column is responsibility of you and me. Auto number, the first column is responsibility of Salesforce. So no need to tell, people in the market mostly like the second option, auto number, because this way they will have less headache and Salesforce will manage everything. Okay. So let's select auto number and see how it's going to happen. Sneha, can you check your chat box? This is second time I'm asking you. The person with the name Sneha, can you check your chat box immediately? So now guys here, let me go for this option. Now these two options are coming after this. Okay. Display format, starting number. So let's focus on starting number. In the starting number, you can actually mention the initial value. So the initial value is going to be, let's say for example, first. And please note, apart from that, you need to also understand here what one important thing, that in this case, now please note what you need to understand is whatever number you are starting from, you are going to proceed for number 1. Okay, so number 1 is going to be the value you are adding. Okay, enter number 1. And second thing, display format. Now you can also mention here display format like what kind of display format you are having. And second thing, please note, now, first of all, here you need to understand one important thing, that we always start with number one in sequence. But display format, nothing to worry. Just in display format, copy this and paste it here. That's it. Now, what will happen because of this? Let me tell you. What is the benefit of this? Let me tell you. See, here now what will happen, whenever the first record that you are going to create, it will be having the automatic value. So for example, A0001. Second value A0002. Okay. So this way we are going to enter the value, and this way we are going to get the benefit. Now here, please note, a question may come in your mind that Shekhar, this A is having no meaning, like it's not giving any kind of meaning, any kind of information. So can we use something meaningful instead of A? So please note, guys, here instead of A, instead of giving such kind of text, we can definitely give a kind of meaningful value, and that's what. Let me just show you. Let me just show you. So instead of A, we can use something else, and what we can do here is we can go for the option like this. So let me just tell you. Here, instead of A, we can give, let's say, for example, record, form, or person, etc. Okay, we can give some kind of values like this. So let's do one thing. Instead of A, let's give a value. Instead of person, record, let's give form 1, form 2, form 3. Next. Now, after that, here, so the output will be form 0001, form 0002, like this. Now, instead of this giving 4 digits, we can also give a better single digit, form 1, form 2, form 3. Something like this also we can do. Okay. So let's go for this format. Now here, what we are going to do is, now with this option, we are giving the best possible format. So what will be happening after this? Now the first record that we are going to create is form 1. The second record that we are going to create is going to be form 2, and so on. So this is how actually it's going to work. And please note, after 9, it will become automatically 10. Nothing to worry. After 99, it will become automatically 100. Now you guys don't worry. It is not your and my responsibility. It will be taken care by Salesforce. So please note this point. Fine. Okay. Now let's scroll down and see. Do you find any red color option in this page? No. There is no red color option. Okay. So do one thing. As there is no red color option, now you don't work on anything, because as a beginner level person, I told you, right now you guys don't work on red color option. Only you focus on only if you focus on red color option, and whatever is non-red, you guys don't worry. So we are skipping anything which is non-red, and we are focusing only important things. But still, I will recommend you that not to forget the last option. Why we are not skipping last option? See, I'll tell you the benefit of this. If you select the last option, then only here you can have a tab. So Salesforce asking that, Shekhar, do you want tab for this table? So I'm saying, of course I need, because if I don't have tabs, then how my customer can work on this table? So guys, you guys also don't forget about this important option while you're doing assignment, which I'm going to give today, and select the last option without miss. So I'm going to select last option. And because of last option, 3 more steps will come into the picture. And let me show you what are those. Click on last option, save, and see 3 more steps are coming. Okay, so look at this now. 3 more steps came into the picture. In this step number 1 is nothing but the color. You need to choose a color for tab. So please note, guys, in the real-time projects, what we do, we select different colors for the tab depending on the business format, or icon we select depending on the business format. For example, in the past, we have worked for a very famous hospital chain in India. So for them, we use this icon. This is the icon of medical segment. Apart from that, we also worked in the past for an airline company, and at that time we use this option. So same way, you guys also use the option suitable for your customer's business, and color theme also matching them. So right now, let's focus on our business. Who is our customer? Indeed.com. So what is the business is doing? Third party contract based jobs. Okay. And what kind of segment is working on? He is providing IT jobs. Okay. IT means what? IT means computer, and computer is here. So let's select this option. So this way you can also select something in your projects, and remaining things are not important. Click on skip and click on for next, and mute the mic, guys. Don't disturb other people. Mute the mic. And now you will come to this page. Now in this page, Salesforce is asking you important question. Salesforce is asking that Shekhar, in your Salesforce environment, these are the departments. Profile means departments. So tell me for which department you want me to show the tab here. You don't want me to show the tab here. Salesforce is asking all these things. Now guys, let's talk about this because this is important for your certification. This concept came in the exam also, and this concept came in the interview also. So let's go for that. Now here what we are going to do is this. First of all, we are going to see what is this option. So if you select this option and if you select any value, default on, default off, tab hidden, then please note for every department, this option will be selected. And what is the meaning of default on, default off, tab hidden? We are going to see in few seconds. But let's talk about this radio button. And if I select this second radio button, then I can select separate values. So these are the two options we are having. So let us do one thing. Here, let's go for separate selections. And now let's try to understand what is the meaning of default on, default off, tab hidden. So assume that, let's take an example and assume that there is a person, the name of the person is let's say Sneha, and let's say she is from marketing department of the company. And in this case, here, let's say we selected default on for Sneha's department. What will happen? In this case, whenever here, marketing department, in this case, whenever Sneha and her team members are going to log into Salesforce, then they will see the tab present here. So assume that this is the marketing department and where Sneha and some other people also there. So whenever we are going to select this option default on, then her department can see the tab here. Simple. Second, if you go for the second option default off, then in this case, whenever you are going to select the value default off, then please note here, Sneha and her team member will not see the tab here. Then where they can see? They can see in the plus sign. What is this plus sign? What is the name of that? The name of the plus sign is called as all tabs. So they can see the tab here. Now you can see by the name itself, it's very clear. All tab means it will contain all the tabs in the company. Let me show you this by opening a new window and see now here how it is called as all tabs. And here we go. So look at this. All the tabs in the company is present here, and here the tab will be displayed if you go for second option. So generally what we do in the real-time project, those tabs which are used regularly, so those regular tabs, we keep it here. Those tabs which we don't use regularly, those non-regular tabs, we keep it here. Okay, so you can also do the same thing. Fine. And now let me go back to the third option, default. So default on done, default off done. Now third option, tab hidden. Now if you select tab hidden for Sneha's department, what will happen? In this case, Sneha's department will not be able to see tab here, neither here nor here. In fact, they are going to see the tab never. So please note guys, here a question may come in your mind. So Shekhar, what is the benefit we are getting then if they cannot see the tab ever? Let me tell you. Assume that Sneha's department is marketing department, and assume that this tab is going to contain the financial data of the company. So tell me why we will show a marketing guy the financial data of the company. We will not show that. There is no reason we should show this data to marketing guy. At that time, we will select the option called as tab hidden in the real-time project. And please note, this is one example for you to understand the security policies in Salesforce. Like this, there are so many other options in Salesforce by which we can implement security. And please note here, now, let me tell you what all the information I told you one more time in the format of notes. and see here what I told you. So right now we discuss about the custom tab visibility option where we saw default on means the tab will be visible on tab bar. If you select default off, then tab will be visible on tab bar, which will not be visible on tab bar, but will be visible in all tabs. The plus sign which is in classic, and similar to this, there is a pen sign in lightning that you are going to see in future. And tab hidden means neither this tab will be visible on tab bar nor on the tab bar, it will be in all tabs. So please note here, in this case, the person will never see that tab. So neither this tab will be visible on tab bar nor it will be in all tabs. And in fact, for the particular profile, the tab will be as good as not in existence. So like this, you can actually implement security and hide the tab from unauthorized person. So assume that we got a call from customer and customer is saying, guys, this tab is important for every department. Everyone should see the tab here. So at that time, what we will do, we will go for this common selection, first option, and we will select the option default on so that for everyone default on will be applied. And this way we can make a common selection. So let's click on that and click on next. In the next step, Salesforce is asking one more important thing. Salesforce is saying that Shekhar, in your Salesforce environment, there are various apps which you created already or which are standard apps, means we provided already, means Salesforce already provided. So for all the applications, you want to show this tab here. We are saying no, not for all the applications. We are only interested in Indeed.com and the tab should be coming here only. I'm not interested in sales application or service application. I'm only interested in Indeed.com application. So in this case, guys, do one thing then remove this checkbox and scroll down at the bottom and only select this option for Indeed.com that you just created. You can see here. So go for this and select only for Indeed.com because we are interested in only Indeed.com project, which is our ongoing project. So click on the checkbox, click on save, and you have successfully completed your database table in Salesforce. And what is the proof of that? You created database table. So the proof of this, let me show you, is here. Now see, the proof of this is something like this, custom object. And please note here, this name, if you see, it means your table is ready. Okay, so please note this point. And now we'll talk about this page and we'll also go through the information about this. And now let's go for the next point. And let me now tell you here, first of all, before I go to this page, let me first of all have a call with customer. Now, please note guys here, in this case, see, first of all, before we proceed ahead, we got a call from customer and customer saying, guys, let's have a meeting. And here customer is saying that what you have done today, let me show or let me see and give the demonstration, whatever you have done. So we are saying to customer, okay, sir, so this is our current situation in the project. Sir, inside your application, you can see now, sir, there is a tab. And on this tab, you can work, sir, and enter the data, see the data, modify data. Customer said, great. So click on the tab. We clicked on the tab. Now customer saying, so, and you can see guys here, this color is coming because we selected this color and this computer is coming because we selected this icon. So exactly what we selected is coming. Now customer is saying, why there is no data in my table? So we are saying, sir, you never entered any data. That's why there is no data. Customer saying, then how to enter the data? So we are saying, sir, in this case, you click on this new button. So what will happen? It will show you a page like this. And sir, you can enter the data inside this. And this way, sir, you can actually enter the data. So this way you are telling to customer to enter the data. And now click on new and see what's going to happen. So by clicking on new, this page came. And as soon as customer saw this page, please note, customer got disappointed. And he said, guys, what is this? And now, please note here, in this case, we need to understand one important thing. Now, here, in this case, what we need to do is, so please note, first of all, we asked customer, and customer said, the problem is, I told you guys very clearly that I want a screen like this. In that screen, there will be option like this. There is nothing like that. Where is that option? How can I enter the data? Customer said, I'm disappointed, guys. And by this way, customer left the meeting. And now we are thinking what mistake actually we have done. And please note, guys, definitely we have done one mistake, and that mistake is intentional to understand the importance of next topic. We have done that mistake. And let me tell you what is that mistake. So please note the mistake is something like this. See, whenever you're going to start any Salesforce project, ideally you should start with this format. So this format you should start. A, then B, then C, then D. So A that we did yesterday, B that we did today. Now instead of going to C, we directly jumped on option D and we started using the application, and that is our big mistake. Who will create this option number C? Who will create the fields? We forgot that. And assume that we called customer and we said, sir, sorry, we got the mistake. Actually, we forgot to create the fields. Assume that customer is also a good person and he said, okay, no problem, guys. Now you can work on the field and give me the solution. And now as we got our mistake that we missed the field, let's try to now correct that and let's try to create the field in Salesforce. How we can create? Let me show you. So please note, this is the point we are going to see now, the last point of today's session, how to create the fields in Salesforce. Please note, fields are very important in data modeling. And without fields, we cannot save data into the Salesforce database or table or object, whatever you guys can say. And fields are like columns in database table. So just imagine, suppose you're having a table like this, and in this table you're having some kind of columns, then definitely this table is useful for you. You can enter the data, everything is fine. But just imagine in your table, there is no column. Then is there any benefit of this table? Absolutely not. This table is useless. Exactly same thing happens in Salesforce. If you don't create the fields, your table is useless. So let's see how we can create the fields. And here, for that process, you are having this path. In Classic, this path. In Lightning, this path. And please note, good thing is, in most of the cases, Lightning and Classic steps are common. So hence you can work very easily on both in upcoming days. And the target is by the end of the course, you should be confident in Classic also, Lightning also. So if your interviewer is asking you that do you know Classic, you should say yes. And if they ask you, do you know Lightning, then also you should say yes to confidently give the interview. So right now, for today point of view, you work on Classic for today, and next session onwards, we are going to anyways focus on Lightning only. So the path for Classic is login, setup, build, create, then objects, then select necessary objects and custom fields, and then new. So you go for this path. So let me do the same thing, and let me go to the Salesforce environment and let me follow the path. And here, first of all, go to setup. Click on setup. After that, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and go to build area. Go to objects area here. If you click on this, you will see list of all the tables in your Salesforce environment. And here we go. But we are interested only in one table that we just created, and that is nothing but Indeed.com. So search where is your table and click on your table, Indeed.com. And please note, this is the list of all the tables you are having, and I clicked on Indeed.com. So this is your table. Now let me tell you some small information about this table, which is very important. First of all, this page actually is called as object definition page, or also called as object detail page. In the interview, they can use any word. You must be ready with both words in your mind. And please note, this page is going to be very important because every information about your table is actually given here. So please note here, this table is very important. Okay, fine. Now in this page here, the first section is a general section. The general information will be given here, name of the table and who created the table, etc., etc. Okay, next, scroll down. After this, you can see there is one section, and this section is actually called as standard field section. Now please note, whenever we are going to create anything in Salesforce, Whenever we get anything in Salesforce automatically, that actually is called as standard thing. So it means whenever we are going to create any table in Salesforce, compulsory these four fields are going to come. These four columns are going to come, whether you want it or you don't want, whether you need it or you don't need it. This is compulsory. Okay. So now because of that only, sometimes in the interview they ask this kind of question, and the question they ask is, which was asked in TCS, what are the standard fields you worked on Salesforce? And please note here, this is the answer for you. Owner, name, last modified by and created by. So this is a famous interview question. And sometimes after this question, they ask one more question to the candidate, and they ask, then what are the audit fields? And please note, this is something very rarely people answer. Please note here, the target of this course is not to only give you guys lots of real-time project knowledge, but also prepare you guys for interviews side by side, because ultimately you are going to get money in the market only after getting a job, and that is going to happen only when you will performing when you are going to perform well in the interview. Otherwise, all knowledge is entire knowledge is useless. So here we also focus on those questions which mostly people in the market don't answer, to take the benefit of psychology of interviewer. For example, let's say there is a position in the market, and this is you, and also mute the mic, guys. So Dave, can you mute your mic? Dave, mute your mic. You're disturbing entire class. So now, guys, here, please note that this is one position where you are giving interview, and assume that there are some other competitors also going for the same position. Now, suppose there is a question number one, which everyone gave, and you also give the answer. So, have you done anything special in the interview? No, nothing special, because everyone gave the answer, you also gave the answer, nothing special. Question number two is there. Let's say no one gave the answer, but only you gave the answer. Then have you done anything special? Yes, you have definitely done something special, because here in the final round, interviewer will definitely identify you, remember you, that this guy gave the answer which no one gave. And this way, the chances of getting selection will be very high. And this is the interviewer psychology which we try to take the benefit in our training program by preparing and by focusing on those questions which mostly people in the market don't answer. So like this, you will be getting many questions time to time, because every month, minimum 4 to 5 interviews I take in the market, and I'm aware about those questions, though which mostly people don't answer. And by this kind of questions, you are going to also prepare for your future interviews. So let me talk about this one right now. So mostly people don't answer this question. 95% people, I would say, they don't know this answer. So let me tell you the answer. It's simple. Actually, audit fields are nothing but called as standard fields also. So this answer and this answer is same. Audit fields, standard fields are same, but people don't know that, and they don't give this answer in the interview. So please note, answer is same. These are called as audit fields also. These are called as standard fields also. So now let's proceed and let me tell you one problem. Actually, the problem is we cannot run our business on these standard fields. Like there are only four fields. If suppose you want to go for field like entering customer's address, customer's phone number, how can you do that? There is no option. So at that time, you need to create your own custom fields by pressing on new button. So let's create a custom field. Click on new button. And let's create our own field, because by default, whatever is coming is not enough. And we are here on this page. Now please note, in this page, in the left hand side, whatever information you get, these are the types of the fields. And in the right hand side, whatever information you are getting, this is the information or detail about the field. Please note, I will request everyone to read this information present in the right hand side at least once before you come to the next session, because from the next session we are going to start working on the regular sessions and also real-time projects, back-to-back scenarios we are going to see. So for that, you should be very much clear with some basic beginning level thing, and that's the reason I want you guys to read this information whenever you get the free time. Anyways, I'm also going to give you the overview and information about this, and let me tell you right now. See, suppose if you are having or looking for a field for customer where customer can check, uncheck like this, then in this case, you can go for checkbox. Customer wants to enter any financial value, any kind of price, salary, etc. Then go for currency. Customer wants to enter anything data or data related information, go for this. Customer wants to enter email address, go for this. Customer wants to enter geolocation, go for this. Now, what is the meaning of geolocation? You guys remember your school days when actually you learn one topic in school that's called as latitude and longitude. If you remember, your teacher taught you that every location on the planet Earth will have latitude and longitude. So you can see here, this is the latitude longitude information you can enter in Salesforce environment. And if you want to enter, then you need to go for the field called as geolocation. Next, any numerical value you want to enter, height, weight, length, go for number. You want to go for any percentage value, rate of interest of bank, or loan interest, or academic score in interest in percentage format, go for percentage. If customer want to enter phone number, go for this field. If customer wants to use pick list, then go for this option. But what is the meaning of pick list? Please note here, I'm going to show you the image of pick list. And please note, you know what is the meaning of pick list. You already know that, but you know that by different name. Because in .NET, Java, PHP, Oracle, SQL, everywhere, we call this concept as drop down list. But only in Salesforce, we actually call it as a pick list. So please note, the concept is same, only the name is different in Salesforce. So if you want to go for such kind of pick list, then you can go for this option, pick list, where at a time the person can select only one value. And if you go for this option, then at a time person can select many values. Next, text area. Now, if you want customer to enter the data, a kind of alphanumerical data, and only one line is enough, then go for text. And if you want customer should be able to enter the data, the multiple lines of data, alphanumerical data, then go for text area long, text area rich. You can go for these options. So now here a question may come in your mind that Shekhar, for this, and this, target is same, multi-line alphanumerical data. Then why we need three types of fields in Salesforce? What are the differences? Yeah, there are some differences and let me tell you. Text area will help you to only enter 255 character data. And text area long and rich will help you to enter 131072 character data. So now a question may come in your mind that Shekhar 255, okay, it's okay, I understood that. It's different. But there is no difference between long and rich, same length. Yeah, now there is another difference. The difference is in the long, text area long, you can enter only textual data. And in text area rich, you can actually enter. So in the text area rich, you can actually enter the value. Let me just show you something about that. In the text area rich, you can enter the text data. You can add bullets, numberings, indentation. You can add image, you can bold, you can make italics, you can add URL. All these things actually we can do in the text area rich. All these options are possible. Okay, fine. These are the differences. Now let me tell you one very useful field. Suppose you are having a customer and he is entering a sensitive data into Salesforce environment. At that time, you can go for this option, text encrypted. For example, he is entering sensitive data like, for example, social security number or Aadhaar card number. So social security number is sensitive data for people in America. And similarly, the Aadhaar card number is also a sensitive data for people like India. So assume that he is entering this kind of data. And now he is worried that if I enter this data, I don't want anyone to see that data. So in this case, what you can do, you can go for text encrypted. So for example, customer is entering data like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As soon as customer will enter the data, it will look like this. So like this, you can hide partially or you can hide fully. That's possible. Okay. So please note here, if you want that facility, go for text encrypted. And please note now that hidden data cannot even seen by CEO of the company without your and my permission. So just imagine how useful that option is. And please note here, in the past, we have worked for one insurance company, and this was insurance company project. In that option, in that project, there were so many sensitive fields present. At that time, we used this option, and our customer was very happy by that feature. So you can also use the same option in your project and help your customer to hide the data. Next, and now let me talk about this option, And the next option is, in fact, before that, let me tell you one interview question. And here the interview question is what? Let me tell you. See, first of all, let me tell you one important thing. Let me tell you what is the interview question. This was the interview question was asked in a very famous company, and that's called as Tesla Motors, the very famous car company in US. So they are also using Salesforce to run the business. In that interview, they asked one question: what is the latest field you worked in Salesforce? To one of my ex-student. Please note now, understand this important thing. This kind of questions they ask in the market to ensure that the candidate they are selecting is also having up-to-date latest knowledge about Salesforce. Actually, here, why they ask this question is because they also want to evaluate your knowledge. They also want to know how much strong you are in Salesforce. In short, they also want to know how much latest information you are having about Salesforce. And that's the reason, please note, here they ask this kind of question. So in this case, what happens that when we are doing job, when we are working somewhere, we are having family responsibility, then in this case, we guys don't get that much time to keep ourselves updated with all the new things happening in Salesforce. And then when such kind of questions come in the interview, etc., we don't even know what's happening in the Salesforce market. For this reason, actually, only we have created one group for our all students to ensure that they will be updated with all the information they want in this industry, and regularly they get some kind of update and information about Salesforce market. So let me show you what is that group. In that group also, we post various job opportunities for helping our students to get a job in multiple countries. In that group, we also provide the side income opportunities. If anyone is looking for some side income, extra income apart from the salaries, by using the Salesforce skill, we post that opportunity. And also here we post various new things, information coming in the Salesforce market and success stories of our ex-batch students as well, or ongoing batch students. And that group is here. So in that group right now, you can see 4,642 members are there. Most of them are my students of 2014, 2013, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19 batch students. And let me show you here what actually, so you can see here. So first of all, you can see that various regular information we post in this group, various documents, various materials we give to our students in this group. And apart from that, what we do is actually, as per, like whenever a new thing coming, whenever an opening is coming in the market of Salesforce, we mention that. Any success story, anyone got a job, we mention there, or new feature coming in Salesforce, we mention there. So this way, like for example, these are the success stories of students who got a job, their success story, or for example, new features are there in Salesforce that we mention. So this way, students keep growing by just spending kind of 2 to 3 minutes in this group. And I will also recommend you to actually here spend 2 to 3 minutes every day in this group and keep growing in Salesforce industry, because please note here, we mention lots of useful stuff and updated knowledge about Salesforce in that group. So you can also join that group, and the invitation detail of that group joining I will mail you today afternoon, and by using that information you can join the group and keep yourself updated. And plus also the job information and side income information, everything is coming in that group. So now let me tell you the answer of this question. So the answer of this question is nothing but time. This is the latest field came into the Salesforce, and tell this answer in the interview. And also if you want to enter any kind of URL of any website blog, you can go for URL. So now guys, whatever information you got from my side in last 5 minutes, based on that, I will be asking you a couple of questions. So assume that your customer called you and he said, guys, the first field I want is candidate's first name. So you guys do one thing. First of all, immediately you select the value Shekhar in the chat box. If you can see something like this, then please select the proper value. And if you can see something like this, then please select the proper value and click on the value Shekhar, and then only you type the data. So by clicking on the three dots and selecting the chat option, if you can see something like this, and so that here I can ask you the question. So my question for you, if suppose customer asks you that he wants the first name of the candidate to enter, then which field you will select? Option number 1, pick list. Option number 2, text area. So which option you will go for? You will select first option, pick list, or you will go for text area, and you have only 5 seconds to answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so it's now my turn to give the answer. Please note, guys, good to see that most of the people give the correct answer. And please note here, first option is not the correct answer, and second option is definitely not the correct answer. Both options I gave wrong intentionally. The answer is text. The answer is text. And please note here, guys, now this was a tricky question to see your concentration in the class and to see your confidence. And good to see that most of the people said it's text. Well done, guys. Text is the correct answer. Now, anyone who said pick list, how it's possible that in the advance only you know the name of the customer and you will create the list of the customer? How it's possible? Second thing, anyone who said text area, tell me who is that person in the world who needs multiple lines to enter his first name? I don't think so. There is anyone in the world who needs multiple lines to enter his first name. So both options are given wrong intentionally, and good to see still you guys give correct answer. Good job. And please note correct answer is text. And please note this way you have to also be focused in almost all sessions of mine because this kind of tricky questions comes regularly. Click on text, click on next. Now in this case, Salesforce asking to enter a name. So let's enter the name. Let's say for example first name. Will name of the field. Length 20 is fine. Now description. Now please note here in this training program, not only you are going to get the information about the real-time project, but also the various conventions, various best practices, and how companies work in the market. That information you will be also getting, because ultimately the target is to actually make you guys ready for this industry, and this is why the people join our program mostly. So here, please note in the description what we do. Let me tell you. Actually, in the companies I have seen, this format is followed. In the description field, so see, suppose there is a manager called as Tom, and there is a junior person called as Shekhar. So manager told Shekhar that do one thing. Actually, you create today a field called as first name. And now, as manager will be many people to handle, he will always give a task number before to every employee before he will do something. Task number. Okay. So let's say manager is saying to Shekhar, Shekhar, your task number is 1, 2, 3. So now this way, manager will keep track of work of all juniors because manager will have so many juniors. So what Shekhar will do? Shekhar will write something like this. This field is created due to task number 1, 2, 3. And this is the format I saw in the companies people follow. And I also want you guys to follow this format. What is the benefit of that? Now the benefit is, suppose tomorrow, let's say Shekhar left the company and some new guys joined, and they want to know now that why this field is created, whether the field is required, why this is created. So instead of calling Shekhar, instead of contacting Shekhar, they can simply see, oh, it's because of task number 1, 2, 3. And they will see in the document that what is task number 1, 2, 3, and according to that, they will understand. So this is the format people follow. And like this, various such information you will be getting in the session or upcoming sessions about the market standards or convention. Understand all these things and perform very well in your job. Next, after that, help text. Now here you can mention the help text, which will help your customer to understand what to enter in the first name. For example, something like this. Dear customer, please enter your first name here. Something like this you can mention. Now please note where this name will be displayed or where customer can see this name. Now that I will show you in few minutes. So whatever we are written right now, please note that will be coming here after a few minutes in the page. So whenever we are going to see the field, okay. So please note this point. And now let me tell you the next. So now let me tell you the next option. And the next option is, now in this case, what we are going to do, look at this option required. Do you want to make the field required or not? That is the question Salesforce asking. Do you want to make the field required or not, compulsory or not? No, we don't want to make it compulsory. So don't select this option. Don't make it compulsory. Next, unique. Do you want to make the value unique or not? What is the meaning of that? See, suppose any person enters the name the first name equal to Ram in that table. So no other record can have first name equal to Ram if you select unique value. So is it correct? Is there only one person in the entire world with the name Ram? No, there are thousands of people. So definitely unique option is wrong for this. But if you are having data like bank account number, driving license number, yeah, at that time it's okay, but not here. Next, external ID. Now this is something not suitable for you as a beginner level person. About this you will come to know later in upcoming sessions. So skip it as of now. Don't worry about this. Scroll down. Default value. Now by default, if you want to enter any sample name in that field before customer types anything, you can write here, for example, let's say John. So by default, John will come here as an example in that first name. And as this is a textual data, put in the quotation mark. For numerical data, no quotation, but for textual data, put the quotation and click on next. In the next page, Salesforce asking one more question to you. Salesforce is saying that, Shekhar, tell me for which department you want to make the field visible and for which department you want to make the field read only. What is the meaning of that? Let me tell you. Profile means department. See, visible means that department can see the field and can edit the field. And read only means the department can actually see the field but cannot edit the field. So I have a question for you. For this department, make it visible, read only. For this, visible, not read only. For this, not visible, not read only. This will be decided by which person in the company? One, you and me, we will decide all these things. Second option, manager will decide all these things in the company. Let me see your business understanding of this industry. Tell me the answer. You have only 5 seconds. 1 or 2. 5, 4, 3. And please note my answers can be wrong also. My answers can be wrong also. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, time is up. And all those guys who said client or customer, you are absolutely correct. Well done. Please note the first option is wrong. Second option also wrong. Please note, you, me, manager, we will never decide all these things in the project. This will be decided by customer, client, end user. Absolutely correct. So please note, assume that end user told us or client told us, guys, this field is important for everyone. So everyone should see that. Okay, then let's do one thing. Let's make visible for everyone. Second thing, the customer is saying that everyone is going to enter the data in that field. Now in this case, guys, how we can make read only? So don't make read only because everyone is going to enter the data. So please note, only select visible and click on next. And this is the last step where you are going to do nothing. In the step number 4, you are going to do nothing. Why? Because see here, Salesforce asking you, Shekhar, do you want to show the field to customer? I'm saying yes. Salesforce saying then select this option. I'm saying it already selected. Then Salesforce is saying then don't do anything, just click on the save button. And that's the reason I told you guys, you will do nothing on this page. Just click on save and here everything is automatically selected. And this way you have successfully created your first field in Salesforce. Congratulations. Here, please note in the field, this field name is actually used by customer or end user while using the Salesforce software. But this name, API name, it will be used by a person like you and me while working on technical things internally. And please note, API stands for Application Programming Interface. And please note here, there was an interview question asked in the past that how you will identify by looking at API name whether the things are created by you or by Salesforce. So tell in the interview, if at the end of the API name there is __C, C means custom, it means we created this thing. Then in this case, as soon as you answer this, it's possible that interviewer will ask you one more question and try to confuse you. He will say, yes, correct. C means custom, you're right. Then does that mean if the things are standard, then __S will be there? Now please note, he is trying to confuse you. Tell him that, sir, there is no such concept in Salesforce called as __S. For standard, there is no extensions. So like this, you can give the answer. And now please note, guys, one more important thing. In my case, you can see there is one extra word coming, Shekhar. So that will not be coming in your environment. So please neglect that because I use my environment for my freelancing project work also. So while working for one of the customer, this option got activated, and since then it's like that. So you guys neglect this because you're not going to see this kind of things in your office also, in your environment also. So just neglect that. This comes in the environment of people like me who do freelancings in the market. So now let me go for the meeting with customer. Customer is calling us, and let's give the demonstration to customer. Customer is online, and by coming to the new page, by clicking on the new button, we are showing customer this current page, and we are saying to customer, sir, this is the current situation. And now by looking at this, customer is very happy. He said, guys, fantastic. This is what I wanted, a field to enter the data. Now, guys, I'm going to give you more fields, work on all the fields. We said, sure, sir, and the meeting of customer is over. Customer is very happy. And now, guys, please note here, just look at this. Whatever information you added, all came. You can see first name, the label was given, it's coming. Second, you can see the yellow message. This is nothing but the help text. Please enter your first name, etc., etc. It's coming. And also John, this is coming as a default value the way we gave. So whatever we gave, everything is coming here. So let me remove John. Let me add Shekhar as a sample data and click on save. And you have successfully created your first record in Salesforce. Please note, first record inside your first application with your first tab in the first table, first record. Congratulations. And please note here, this data. Did I give this value? No, I did not give. It's coming automatically because before 30 minutes, if you remember, we wrote one rule. We wrote one rule something like this form and something like this we enter. That's why it's coming. And also please note, this is standard field, this is standard field, this is standard field, this is standard field, and this is the only custom field that we have in Salesforce. And now we are done with our agenda. So I'm going to give you the assignment on this. So the assignment exactly the way we get in the real-time project, same way I'm going to give you. So please note in the real-time project what happens, customers give the assignment to us in the format of video or in the format of diagram or screenshots. Like this customer gives the assignment to us. So same way you will be also getting the assignment in this case. And here what we are going to do, here please note I'm going to show you one screenshot, and by using that screenshot you are going to actually complete this work. So for example, look at this. This is how we get the requirement from customer in the format of diagram, in the format of screenshot. So you have to work exactly and like this, and you can give the solution like this with whatever knowledge you have till this point. Let me give you a hint also to you. Hint is this is possible by text, this is possible by pick list, this is possible by pick list, multi-select, this is possible by text area, this is possible by number, this is possible by currency, this is possible by text, and this is possible by email. Like this, you can go for this option. Now tell me guys, those who are confident enough that you can create this assignment and you can achieve this target, please type yes in the chat box. If you think you can achieve this target, please type yes in the chat box. Okay, great. I can see most of the yes is coming. And please note guys, it is definitely not that difficult. If you attended today's session properly, you can easily manage this stuff. And anyways, if you stuck somewhere, you can just mail me and I will help you. It's not at all that difficult. And one more thing. Now this assignment I will be sending you in the format of this link. So just click on the link and that image will be coming on your screen, and then you can see that screen and start working on that. And now the last point of today's session for those guys who are looking for a job in the Salesforce market. Now this will be very important information for you. It's a free placement program that we conduct from last many years. And if you're looking for a job in the market of Salesforce, you can take the benefit of this program and make the entry into the market of Salesforce. Please note this is not applicable for those who are already having job, because in my batches, even people come who are already having job of Salesforce, but for getting more knowledge or for doing better in their office, they join this training program. So it's not for them because you're already having job. And also anyone in the session having employer and who is doing your marketing, it's also not for you. For all other students, this is applicable. So let me tell you what this program is and how it is managed. So please note here, this program is managed with the network of Interlogic, the software company, which is my company. And we actually started this company for Salesforce consulting implementation before many years. And please note now, by whatever network we are having in the market, by using that network, we also started a new service to help people to become a job ready person or to get a job in the market in our network. So initially we did all these things of projects and implementations for company. But now various companies are in our contact who regularly require Salesforce professionals. To them, we help by connecting with our suitable students and people who are looking for job. So this is a program we are also starting and helping people for free. So what is this network? This network is actually of many clients with which we work in the past, and more than 7.7K students who learn Salesforce till today from us, who are right now in the market, HR, vendors, CEOs, who are directors, some are project managers, some students are team leaders now in the market, and many are senior developers. So by using their help, they regularly inform us whenever there is opening in their company, and in their company we try to place our students, and this way they are helping my new students, new batch students. And if you talk about the market statistics, the number of placements, if you compare, then you will automatically come to know why people in the market call this as the number one program in this industry in terms of placements, or the highest placement giving program. You also do one thing, whatever country you belongs to or whatever trainer you know, just compare with the trainer and compare with that performance of the trainer in the past, and you will also automatically come to know that why this programming is giving the highest placements in the industry in Salesforce market. And this is happening because of the dedicated team and strong network of company students who are helping us regularly to help our new students. And also, of course, Salesforce demand in the market. It's happening because of that. Please note, if you talk about last 1 year performance, then on an average in almost every batch, almost all the students got placed. And the special factor is we are pretty much famous in the market that we don't take a single penny from people to get a job or help them to get a job. So please note, we don't take money for helping people, even though we have helped thousands of people till today to get a job, but we don't take charges for that. Yeah, training is a paid service. For training, we do take the charges, but for helping someone to get a job, it doesn't make great efforts for us. We just connect the company to the candidate. So that's why we don't take any kind of charges for that. For this also, we are very famous. If you are from this country, India, USA, UK, Canada, Australia, then please note we are having very big network, very, very strong network in these countries. And almost every week, lots of placements happen in these countries in our network. If you are from these countries, UAE, Germany, Singapore, China, then unfortunately we are not so strong, to be honest with you. We are pretty much new in this area, but still better than any other trainer in the market. We can help you more in these countries as well because we are having better network in the market. And now let me tell you one important thing. Even though we are giving highest placements in the market, I always tell my students, it's not like that. We are having some kind of magic stick of Harry Potter, and we are just going to move the stick and you are going to get the job. No, it's going to happen only when this combination will happen. Our job ready program, when we'll have the combination from your side of your hard work, then only it's going to happen. And that's the reason generally in the market, what happens when any people like you try to go for any kind of institute or training, then you guys set your expectations to the trainer and you can say, these are my expectations. Actually, here it happens oppositely, in opposite way. In this case, what we do, we have our expectations from you guys, and we tell you our expectations, and we want to see whether you guys are really having that scope or not. So here the things happen opposite. And what are our expectations from you before you even think about joining our program? Let me tell you something about this. So let me take you to my company's website. This is my company's website. And as I said, that this company was started for Salesforce consulting, where we work on Salesforce projects today also. That's our main area of revenue. But now for you guys, this is the important area, that is placement, because you're not my customers. You are the learning students. So let me click on the placement option and let me show you some important things which will let you know what are the expectations we are having from you guys. And let me tell you something about that. So please note, in 2019, 190 people, 196 people got a job by our network, and again for free. So let us see whether in 2020 you can achieve this target or whether you can get the job or not. And here, please note that these are the list of the companies where our ex-students are working. You just take you just take the name of the big company working in the market on Salesforce platform. Definitely minimum 1-2 people you will find in that company from Intellogic. Minimum 1-2 people. You just tell the big name and our students are there. in multiple countries. And you can also see here our students' placements they got month by month in various countries. So you can see here in the bracket country name also and etc. You can also see our students information or students detail. You can see here who actually got the benefit from our side. Also for those people who are actually looking to understand whether Salesforce is really having a long-term career or not, then for you, this button is useful. You can click on this button and you will come to know that whether Salesforce is really having the long-term career or not. So please note, if you see this button, you will come to know automatically that since long time, we are getting a decent, steady demand from the Salesforce market. You can see here from long time, we are getting decent demand in the market of Salesforce. So Salesforce market is very hot, and as I said, people consider that next 15 to 20 years, Salesforce will be keep on giving the lots of jobs like this, and that is one of the reason why people are going towards Salesforce now by leaving their existing technology. So you can see this page, and you'll automatically understand the demand of Salesforce in the market. And please note here also on this page, you can do one thing. You can come to this page, and there is a red color button. You can see here. You can click on this red color button, and this way you can also see original screenshots of the WhatsApp messages which our ex-students sent to us and what kind of performance they have done in their career. And please note, these are the original WhatsApp screenshot of our ex-students who were at one time exactly same like you guys, completely new to Salesforce, having no idea about Salesforce. But today, these guys are working in a good companies as a senior developer, project manager, director. Some students started their company also under this program's guidance. And now when these guys having no idea about Salesforce made such a great career in Salesforce, definitely you can also do because program is same, trainer is same. Only the thing is how much efforts you are going to take. That's the big question because everything is going to happen by hard work only. And you can come to this page and whenever you have free time, you can see their messages and see their success story. Let me take you to the main point for which I have brought you onto this page. That is what we are expecting from you in this job ready program we conduct in the industry. So the expectations are something like this. First of all, in the next session or from the next session, we are going to start the regular classes. Right now, these are the demo sessions. And here, the plan which is or the path which is planned for you guys is something like this. So from the next session onwards, we are going to start the regular learning on admin, advanced admin, and apart from that, we are going to work on development, advanced development. We are going to work on the lightning development. We are going to work on integration essential. We are going to work on the hot topics in the market, some bonus topics for you. Apart from that, we are going to work on certification, then resume, then we are going to work on the mock interviews, etc. And finally, we will focus on getting the job in the market. So this is the path we are planning. And now in this path, we are going to see all those information which are in good demand in the market. Those skills which are in demand, we are going to see that. Please note, this is something we are going to get as an input from many HRs, experts, project managers who are always hiring our students. By them, whatever input we get, according to that, we upgrade our content. For example, in the past, one project manager told me that, Shekhar, I'm having around 25 positions available. So all the people in your previous batches having some lightning knowledge, give to me, I will hire them. So we immediately added this topic in our bonus syllabus. Also in the past, one HR told me that I'm having some positions. If your person is having, if your students are having some kind of knowledge of even integration, some basic knowledge, then also fine for me. We immediately added this topic in the bonus syllabus. So this way, our learning or our content is dependent on the inputs of these experts who regularly hire people in the market. And this way we are going to learn on knowledge also, but also we are going to focus on hands-on activities. 95% time of the syllabus we spend in only hands-on activities. Please note this way, in the 10 weeks, the entire program is over. So please note this program is of approximately 10 weeks, the program over. After 10 weeks, 2 weeks of optional program is also conducted for helping people on some bonus topics or resume or certification, etc. But this one is compulsory and 2 weeks is optional. And this way, by this 10-week compulsory and 2 weeks optional, people actually spend around 3 months of time by becoming, or in fact, working on a real-time project scenarios by becoming indirect employee of my company. So in this 3 months, only 10 weeks are compulsory and remaining 2 weeks are optional. So they become indirect employee for almost 3 months of a software company and they work on this. So how they will work on this by becoming indirect employee? So what will happen actually? Every day I will be telling you some kind of topic. I will be teaching you some kind of topic, and after that you will be working on that. So for example, let's say on the day one, I will be teaching you, let's say topic A or topic on the day one, I'm going to teach you topic A, and then I will give you the project problems of topic A. So I will say you that see, you learn the topic A. Now see, these are the project problems the company, our in company Intellogic is facing, and this way I will be giving you the work to be done or the work related to my ongoing projects or my recent projects, and I will tell you to solve this problem, and you will solve this. Next, now on the day two, I will be teaching you the topic B, and then after that, you will be solving the project problem of topic B. So like this, you are actually going to work on many important project activities of my ongoing project, my previous project, and this way you are actually going to work on such 300 project problems of my company. So just imagine what will be the confidence level you will be having because you are working not only some typical school college type of assignments or training institute type of assignment, but actually you are working on a company's real time project assignment. So just imagine what kind of confidence you will be having by doing all these things. So this way we are going to spend our 10 weeks by doing the activity on the real time project. And that's why I told you that you are going to become indirect employee of Intellogic because you are going to indirectly work on my company's project. Finally, everything is done, then you will be getting help for certification. And our students crack admin, app builder, and developer certification after this course. You can plan anything and go for that exam. Then you'll be getting the guidance for the resume. Now, this is one very important thing I have seen because of that. Many people in the market don't get the job. So I have seen in the market after completing the course for various institutes, people don't get a single call after 5 months, 6 months, not a single call they get. No single call they get. And when I see their resume, when they contact me to help them, then I see that their trainer did not prepare their resume properly. Please note, guys, here we took this step very seriously because we know that your knowledge is secondary, that is not important. Your resume is most important because only based on your resume they will call you and then you will show your knowledge. No matter you are having great knowledge, but your resume is ordinary quality, please note no company will call you. So for this reason, we focus on three factors depending on the candidate's country, skill, and also experience. We prepare the resume by the help of experts in the market. And finally, my marketing team will start providing you opportunities in that group which I shown you, where you will be added very soon. In that group, there are some people who are not our students. Sometimes they also apply, but please note we are not having any responsibility of those people who are not our students. So you guys don't worry about that. Only for our students, we focus on priority our placements, and you will be getting on priority benefit in that. And this way, my marketing team will start giving you opportunities in that group. Apply there. You will also get lots of direct calls from our network companies, partners, where we will share your profile and where we will push your profile for our ex-students. Our previous batch students will call you or their company will call you directly. And when they will select you for an interview, then you have to prove here a very important thing. And what you have to prove? You have to prove that you are not going to waste their money and their time if they are going to hire you. Because the big problem in the market is there are so many people who are doing courses in various institutes, but when they join in a company, they are simply wasting their time and money because these guys are not ready for real-time projects. And these companies are completely fed up with this kind of people. They want only those people who are not going to waste their time and money. So here, this program is designed for that only, so that you in future you can confidently work on the projects like my ex-students and become a valuable asset for your company. And that is what the plan is. And if you prove this, then you will also get the job, the dream job, like our thousands of previous batch students. And not only dream job, we also try to help you to get a dream salary also by speaking with our contacts in that company. Please note, on an average, 40 to 50% salary hike every student got on an average after this course completion. Some student got 300% salary hike. One student got 400% also. 4 times his salary increased after completing this course. But that's a rare case. The on average case is 40 to 50% minimum salary hike that happen. And these are all facilities we give to our students for free. Maybe because of that, we got back to back Student Choice Award. And this link I will send you. And by using this link, you can go to this program properly. And after that, what you are going to do? You are going to stop this and you are going to now do one thing. Instead of joining, I will recommend you, or instead of assuming that this is the best program in the market, instead of that, I will recommend you. Now, after that, you search every trainer in the market and check every trainer in the market and attend his demo session, attend his classes, see his background performance. And finally, after that, whatever best option you will get in the market, you go for that. Because I will not tell you, or I will not say that this is the best program for you or we are going doing something great. No, I will recommend you, it's question of your career. So you compare all the options you are having in the market and go for the best option, whatever is found to you. But do a proper detailed search before taking a decision. And now please note guys here, after this, let me tell you one small information. So we are having one limited period offer right now going on, which is nothing but the Lightning add-on course. So we are giving one add-on course for those people who are joining our program recently. So this is nothing but one Lightning basic to advanced programming course of around 200 topics. And please note, this will come into the picture after 10 weeks. So this is the add-on free course you are going to get after 10 weeks. And this is for the complete flagship program joiners, the complete program joiners. And this will be covering around 200 topics. And this is for ensuring that you will be also having a very good, strong programming knowledge of Lightning. Anyways, from the day one itself, we are going to start learning Lightning. That's a Lightning experience. But also to give you the chance to learn Lightning programming, you can see these are all the topics will be given to you. So just imagine what will be your confidence level if you are going to have the knowledge of like this in the Lightning programming also. So this is the reason we are giving this entire program for free to you. That is that bonus program. So this entire 200 topics which I shown you right now is absolutely free. And also this we are doing because this course was in the past was a paid course, but right now we are giving it free because of the good demand of Lightning in the market. So just by joining this program, you will be getting one more course free. That is a Lightning programming course. One more last but one point. If you compare the syllabus hours, so please note in the market, the syllabus of courses, Salesforce is completed in 40 to 50 hours of learning, and in some rare cases 60 hours. But here, actually, you are going to learn Salesforce for around 10 weeks, plus you will be having around 70 hours of learning as a bonus, fast track mode. So actually, you are going to spend more than 120 hours in learning Salesforce. Means people in the market learning Salesforce in 40, 50 hours, you are learning in 120 hours. So just imagine when people from other institutes will go for the interview, and when you will go for the interview, then how well you will perform by this kind of knowledge in the interview. So that is one more reason why our students get lots of placements in the market, because they have lots of additional knowledge point. And the final point before we leave or before we close the session, please note the free demo sessions are over. So those who already made the payment, please note now how to join from the next session. I will mail you that information because the joining details, link, password, the things will be different for the next session. Those guys who missed any video or any session, I will be sending you that video and session one more time today. You can watch it, and also Salesforce login details I will mail you, plus the Telegram group where you are going to join. That information also I will mail you. You can join that group and keep increasing your knowledge. That mail I will send you today. If you have any queries about your future things, you can mail me on this email address. And the regular plan we are planning, or regular time we are planning for this batch is 8:10 in this morning. And what I'm planning is mostly tomorrow, Friday, or on Monday, because Saturday, Sunday we don't take the class. So please note Saturday, Sunday off for doing practice or pending assignment. So we don't take class on the Saturday, Sunday. So only Monday to Friday. So plan is either to start tomorrow or from Monday. Okay. So mostly we're planning for Monday. And now if you're having any kind of question or queries, then and one more thing, the next step you need to take. So what you need to do now here. So please note Salesforce jobs is nothing but a kind of great safety for career. So please note, by going to Salesforce, you are going to actually make your career safe for 15 to 20 years. And this is one of the best career paths for you guys. So as per the job experts, the market and future growth is amazing. You know, just Google search about Salesforce and you will understand what a great market Salesforce is. But before that, check every trainer in the market, see his past performance, Google about him, and go for the best option you're having in this market. Okay, because It's a matter of your career, so don't make any compromise. So now you're having any kind of question, any kind of queries, then let me know, and then we are actually going to close the session. So anyone asking about the payment information, please contact the concerned person who sent you to this class. He will tell you about the payment information. Yes, India Saturday Sunday morning no class. Yes, India Saturday Sunday no class. And next is uh, so there's one more question. I already made the payment. How can I join the session? Yeah, you will be getting the information from my side. Just wait for the email in the afternoon. I will send you email. Okay. And next is so I don't know anything about programming. So can I understand? Can I join this program? Yes, because if you don't know anything about programming, for you also we are having special sessions. Don't worry about that. And one more question finally. Yeah, already made the payment. Okay, fine. So just wait for my email. I will send you how to join the session. And fine. Okay. So please note that now we are done with our session. Thank you for coming in the demo sessions. I hope you enjoyed this demo session. So now properly go for all the things which is told, like the steps, the next steps for you, and take the best decision for your career. I'm signing off. Have a good time and see you.